everybody, welcome back to the channel. My name is Danielle.
And I'm Andrew.
If you guys are new, if you're returning, thank you so much. In today's video, we are going to take you with us on an exclusive members only meet and greet talk with Kevin, park president, and it's right here in England at the Globe Theater. So we're going to talk a little bit about that.
Yep. All right, so here's the event we're at right now. Meet with park president. So this is a great thing that he does. Not only does he put out future information for that year, that month, but he sits around for 45 minutes and fields every single question from people like you and me. So if you're a member, this is a great reason, and if you're not a member, I should say, it's a great reason to become one, because you can have park influence. You can come, you have a question about the app, the kiosks, drink stations, wasps, roller coasters, whatever. He's here for the answers. Let's go find out what he has to say.
Wow, another year, another member day. This is number 8 for me. Appreciate everyone being here. Going to run through a couple things happening. Just a quick review of all the things that we have going on this year, which is quite a bit, and a lot of that we've announced, but just some details around what's to come. And always happy to, of course, answer questions afterwards, or if you see me out in the park, happy to do it that way as well. But we'll touch on a bunch of things. So we will get into it here. Couldn't be more excited about this attraction. It's coming along great. You can see a lot of it now if you ride the train today, or if you have one in the past couple weeks. The track is complete. We should have cars on the track, a few weeks at the most. So that's always an exciting time. And you can see from the lead car there, just some really kind of immersive theming, and you can see from the visual throughout, the village is going to be a fantastic element of this ride. A lot of that is out there now. It's not completed or fully painted, but you can see a lot of the village as you ride the train off to your left. Rider height, again, 42 inches, so accessible to a lot of the little ones, which is great, but I think with the elements as part of this ride, it's still going to be plenty of excitement for coaster enthusiasts as well, and 2,500 feet of track. So definitely a major attraction. We will be, like I said, testing cars, relatively soon, and that always means it's getting closer. We don't have an official opening date yet. We have some target dates that we're working toward, and hopefully be able to share the specific date here in the next couple of weeks or so. But all these kids' weekends. So if you remember, for the folks with little ones, back in, I think maybe 18 or 19 was the last year we did it, but we had some great kids acts right here in Globe Theater. A lot of brand names that people know. So bringing back some of those acts, some of them will be brand new to us. So starting next weekend, PJ Masks will be available for a meet and greet on Saturday and Sunday. And then we believe, double check, for the first time ever, Snuffy from Sesame will be here, which has never...
Yeah!
Alright, I like that. I'm a Snuffy fan from way back. So very exciting to have him here. Like I said, first time ever at this park. So be on the lookout there, March 29th and 30th. You'll have the opportunity to meet him. And then there are 3 more weekends beyond that of names that, especially again, those little ones will recognize, and we hope to be announcing those in the next week or so. There we go. So this is an exclusive. This is just one. I think there's 3 or 4 pieces, but exclusive Precious Moments figurine specifically for the 50th anniversary, specific to Williamsburg. So if you can see it, little boy's got his Loch Ness Monster t-shirt on, little girl with a Clydesdale t-shirt, his Busch Gardens hat. So very cool. So the sculptor of this piece is actually going to be here in Williamsburg for a meet and greet and signing items May 24th and 25th. So definitely don't want to miss that. I think these are generally things most people want to know. There's about 100 questions submitted, and kind of bucketed them into a few different topics. So I'll try to go quick and, like I said, available to answer any other things that you might have. So rides and attractions. first and foremost, a lot of people ask, what happened to the flying machine? The flying machine, I mean, very simple and unfortunate, just reached the end of its useful life mechanically. We had every intention of bringing it back. If some of you had seen, we had new cars actually already installed. In some cases, we had a new control system coming in, but throughout that work of taking that ride apart, there were just some things that after 40 plus years, it had reached the end of its useful life and not something that could be brought back, unfortunately. So had every intention, and just that's the way it works sometimes with things. So related to that was, so what does that mean, for Da Vinci's Garden? We lost Da Vinci's Cradle, really basically for the same reason as this flying machine. Just reached a point where it just doesn't make sense to fix it anymore. Absolutely looking at that area as an area of expansion. As we look to the 2026 attraction and beyond, that's certainly an area in consideration. Nothing concrete yet, but we know with 2 of those rides out, that's a prime spot for for a new attraction. So definitely in the mix. Any plans to add another motion simulator ride? Also, similar to the question before, it's on the list. It's in consideration. We haven't officially landed on kind of where the next thing is, but a place like Ireland with that building, Da Vinci's Garden, places that would make sense to say, hey, we could use a new attraction there. Those are all part of the conversation. And then, can we expect member ride time for Big Bad Wolf? Absolutely. You guys will be the first to ride, and we will have time specifically for members only before it opens to the public. So that is definitely in the plan now. 2 other questions on rides. What's going on with the Paul's Sheridan and Revolton? So both of those were planned to be open a couple weeks ago, and unfortunately both have mechanical issues right now. So both will be back. There's no question about that. It's just a matter of a little bit of timing. These were things not the routine stuff that pops up. Rides break all the time, and you probably never even notice or know about it. These issues were a little bit beyond something that we could just fix over a weekend. But both are coming back. Don't have an exact date, but especially on Revolton, unfortunately, is probably measuring that one at least in weeks, not days. So a couple other things. Next category, membership. This is a popular one. You don't have to scream and applaud. I know everyone's feeling on this. Can you put the rewards on the app?
Yeah!
Yes, I am the last person you need to convince that rewards should be on the app. Not something we fully control here, but we are very vocal about the need. I can say with confidence it is in process, so look for that at least to some degree this year. But I can't give you a date when it's happening, but it's absolutely top of my list as I provide feedback opportunities here at the park, and absolutely need the rewards on the app. I am with you 1,000%. Why'd you get rid of the Stein Club? Frankly, just lack of interest, unfortunately. It was one of those things that was super popular, and a small group was really passionate about it. Unfortunately, there wasn't quite enough of you guys to where that still makes sense. So we are working on kind of a different approach that we can offer some type of membership deal, both in the Brauhaus, Grogan's. So that next iteration is kind of what we're working on. So hopefully share something with that very, very soon. So we get a show at the old Pet Shenanigans Theater. Possibly. I will say there's nothing specifically in the works for that theater, but that was a great show, no doubt about it. The group that did that show does do those shows anymore. But is there an opportunity to kind of reactivate that? It's one of the original, pieces of the park. So nothing probably in the short term, but definitely a consideration. The other one was, can Howl-O-Scream start earlier for the indoor components? Sometimes we give access to houses early on some days, especially Saturdays. And we started doing the walkthrough experiences. I don't know if anyone has taken advantage of that, but I think it's pretty neat. It's kind of the lights on, the actors aren't in there, but pretty neat experience, a little bit behind the scenes. The challenge with extending the hours with the actors is just, it's already a very long day, for those folks, and that's in some cases a very, very grueling, physical job. So we really need to kind of look at, how long those folks are in there and what's reasonable, and say, well, just, get more of them, which you can in theory, but, the hundreds, that we already hire, there's probably not hundreds more, or at least we haven't found them yet. So expanding kind of what we do already, we've expanded that calendar so much. We do Howl-O-Scream so often now compared to what we did in the past. There's only so many actors to go around and other things. So, but the indoor experience I think is cool during the day, and then those exclusive member times, early on Saturdays is probably where we'll go with it. Will there be new merchandise for the 50th? Yes. There's actually new 50th merchandise out today. So if you haven't already, go over to the Emporium. It's not the full lineup and assortment, but 50th it will be out, and some exciting new stuff coming beyond that.
Okay guys, so that was a lot of information. Kevin is so good at just being patient and answering all of our questions, and I think he answered a lot of the questions that we had. I'm really excited about Snuffleupagus coming. He's actually our favorite
from childhood.
So big deal. I think it is his first time coming to the park, because I've never heard of him coming here. The Precious Moments, the collectibles, I'm very excited about those. I do have an intention of buying one or two of those.
New roller coaster, new water park stuff.
Yeah, Big Bad Wolf, the new water park country, Water Country USA.
A lot of information to consume.
Yeah.
If you'd like to know anything else, we run into Kevin at the park. We run into other people that work at the park often.
Yeah.
We're here all the time, and we ask questions all the time. So if you're curious about anything, drop a comment below and ask us. If the answer is I don't know, I'll get you an answer one way or another.
For sure. And we will see you guys in the next video.
Have a good day. Bye.